Councilmember Ressler.
Good to see you. Thanks so much, Chair, for joining us today. Just a couple questions on my end. First, I've been very concerned about the increase in auto insurance rates.
Yes.
I think by what I read, they're up about 26% nationally, with rates in New York City some of the highest in the nation, as you know well. It's hurting everyday New Yorkers. I'm especially concerned, though, about taxi and FHV drivers that are really struggling to keep up with the costs. What's the TLC doing to bring down these costs?
A lot of our we don't directly regulate insurance, but we do work with the state DFS to ensure that whatever rates these companies are charging, it's actuarially sound rates. For a lot of these companies, right? For one company in particular, it has been, I think, a very difficult place because they have artificially been at very low rates. And so I get it. These costs are skyrocketing for individual drivers, and it's something that we have to examine. But what we do, especially on the high volume side and even on the yellow side, is that we look at the meter rate of fare and that we look at driver pay, and we do studies to ensure that insurance and other costs are contemplated in the minimum driver pay standards that we put out. But it is a struggle with higher inflation rates. It is impacting all across the industry.
In your review of the actuarial rates that Uber and Lyft and others are charging, have you found any issues?
Excuse me?
Are you finding any issues in your review of the actuarial rates and in your conversations with DFS?
So, I think this is a little bit counterintuitive to what you're thinking, right? Because you're saying that the rates are high. We're saying the rates are artificially low.
And the impact of the artificially low rates is that?
So when drivers, let's say, go for a claim, that company might not pay out the claim. And that's why Uber recently sued two of the insurance companies that insure the industry.
Well, I'm very strongly supportive of the driver minimum pay. Happy to hear that you're incorporating the impacts of these higher insurance costs in your ongoing analysis. We just want to make sure that drivers have the resources that they need to be able to cover these extraordinary costs. And if there's anything that the TLC can do in partnership with the council from an advocacy standpoint to try to limit these major increases, we would really welcome it.
Yeah, we're partnering with the New School soon to do a new driver pay study. So that should come out in the next 9 to 12 months or so.
And do any of the regulatory actions of the TLC impact these rates?
We have not changed our rules around insurance rates for a very long time. I think it's been over a decade or so.